a knockoffs, right?
Right. Just honest bargain hunting.
Now you're talking.
Remember, counterfeits hurt, but you have the power to stop them. To learn more, go to www.ncpc.org/getreal. That's ncpc.org/getreal. Brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, U.S. Department of Justice.
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. Opening a My Social Security account gives you secure access to your personal record and interactive tools tailored for you. You can see if you are eligible to receive benefits, view spousal benefit estimates, and compare retirement benefit estimates at different ages or dates when you want to start receiving benefits. Already receiving benefits? Use your account to change your address, set up or change direct deposit, get a proof of income letter, and more. In most states, you can also request a replacement Social Security card. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
To some, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much, but that's not true. They're testing out vowels and consonants and trying different sounds. 12 months. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Learn more at autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hey folks, just a quick reminder that no matter the time of the day and no matter what day of the week, East Coast, West Coast, all points in between, we are always on. So go to your app store and download the Real 1100 app and listen wherever and whenever.
The Real. You are tuned into WWE Hakeville, AM 1100.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
Yes, this is Mr. Controversy, and this is the infamous three-point conversion station. Keep it locked. Yes. We are back inside the three-point conversion sports lounge. And I'm your host, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? Man, I'm glad to be back inside the studios to talk sports. Glad to be safe and healthy. I hope everyone else is safe and healthy who is listening. And pray that everything is good. So, welcome. Like I said before, we are back inside the three-point conversion sports lounge. And man, it's not that many sports to talk about, but we will talk sports. It's a lot to talk about. And first off, let me let you all know I'm not doing this by myself. First of all, I have the person behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, doing everything, my guy G. What up, G?
Yo.
And I have my road dog partner in crime from the shop, from the crib. What up, D?
What up?
The intellectual, that is.
No.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm great. It's a great Saturday morning. It's not raining. You know, it's been raining all week.
Yeah.
And, you know, shout out to Texas, man. We know what y'all
I was about to say
through.
that, yeah.
You know, it's ugly. We could be, you know, being here with good sunshine, but we know people in Texas are really going through it. I got family there. You know what I mean? We know that they good, but it ain't really good. You know what I mean? So we happy that everything is potentially getting better.
Yeah, and we're not on that. Oh, we from Chicago. They some punks. I hate when mother say that.
This ain't even time for that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's ugly down there. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So shout out to everybody in Texas that's waking up, getting together, and just trying to figure it out.
Right. And I don't know the name, but we're going to dedicate this show
Definitely.
to our guy, Tim.
Definitely.
Tim always call in on the show. And,
part of the whole squad.
You know, he was on Battlegrounds, took an L, but nah. But anyway, we shouting this out to him, man. Our condolences go out to him and his family, man. So this for you, bruh. It's for moms, actually. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about. First off, this situation with the NBA, with Draymond Green came out and talked about how he felt like it's a double standard with players in the league. You know, as far as players saying they want to trade and, you know, versus the team saying, all right, we're going to sit him down and not trade him. So we're going to talk about that. Also, we have to talk about the NBA All-Star starters, man. They came out surprising. I also want to talk about the format. You know, do we like the format or not? But a lot of names people think should be, you know, a lot of people think should be a starter that weren't. We're going to talk about the starters. Also, we're going to talk about our reserves. Before we even get a chance to say, oh, they were snubbed, we're going to give our reserves. Then we have Battlegrounds, man. As I mentioned, Damian barely beat Tim. But everybody rusty right now. I was even rusty with the questions, you know, asking the questions and everything. So, right. But Battlegrounds is back. Again, if you want to battle and you think you can battle, let me know. Text me, email me, message me, put on YouTube, put on Facebook, whatever. Let me know. I'm going to put everything out this week so we can start the tournament. Winner gets $100. And also we give them, 5 minutes on the show to talk whatever they want to talk about. Maybe give them a segment. We'll figure that out in the future. And then, but we got Damian going up against Stump the Schwab. And reason why we say Stump the Schwab, because he's semifinalist. That's why he was doing everything. That's why we always ask him for questions and all that. So, but they're battling today, so we're going to see if Damian can beat the Schwab, whatever. So, beat the G. Okay, pause. But, and then also, we are talking about college football is back, man. Believe it or not, like they're starting spring football, and some schools are playing this weekend, including Jackson State, Deion Sanders. So we're going to talk about that. What does it mean? And even with Deion, with the recruits coming to Jackson State, will this change the culture and change college football? And of course, we got Dr. Fowler with Ask a Doc talking about injuries to your favorite players. And of course, we got Quick Hit Stop for what's on our minds. So let your family and friends know they can listen to the show live locally on in Atlanta, 1100 AM WWWE, The Real. Also, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube. I don't know where else. Oh, 3pointconversion.com. Yeah, what up? We everywhere. Also, we're on iHeartRadio. Just look up 1100 WWWE, and we're on TuneIn Radio. All right. Yo, it's time to get to these quick hits. Let's get it. Shout out to Sherman Beats for the sick beats. So, first off, shout out to my girl. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of upset that I didn't want her to win. I didn't want her to win. I wanted Serena to win.
Right, you didn't want her to not win.
Yeah, it was just
this
I wanted
way.
right.
You didn't want her to be Serena.
I didn't want her to be Serena.
Right,
but
once
still,
you be Serena, it's like yeah.
Shout out to Naomi Osaka, man. She beat Jennifer Brady for a fourth career Grand Slam. Did you pinch it? No.
What happened?
But you know what I came from. Did you even pinch it? No. Anyway, but yeah, shout out to Naomi. This is her 4th Grand Slam. Man, it's cool. I'm gonna come back to Naomi, but it's cool. You see what Serena did. Serena and Venus. We say actually Venus. We started with Venus. Right. You know, and her father. Yeah, to have that dream, put them out there.
It's funny. I was looking at the video earlier this week where the interviewer was asking Serena when she was gonna be great, right? And Serena was like, yeah. And he kept trying to like talk to her. They're like, should you be saying that? Daddy got in there like, hey. Right. She this 14-year-old black girl. She said she gonna be great. Right. Leave her alone. Let her say she gonna be great. You don't talk down to no. You know what I mean? So, you know, why they may have gotten estranged eventually, he set the standard for what it's gonna be.
No, he definitely did, man. He definitely did. So shout out to Naomi once again. NCAA will allow a limited number of fans at every round this year for the NCAA tournament. It would be up to 25% capacity with physical distancing will be permitted at all rounds, including the Final Four. It's in Indiana, of course, and they're saying that, of course, this include all participants, staff, and family members. So basically, it's going to be 8 fans if we talking about family members.
Like 8.5. 8.5.
Right.
The baby going to be the half. The baby
Right.
going to be the half.
So they have to wear masks and everything, man. What do you think? What are your thoughts
I mean,
on
it's, you know, that's the rule in Indiana, right? Like you can only get to a percentage. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be the March Madness that we know, right? Because, you know, March Madness, the fans are what make it, you know what I mean? So, I mean, we'll figure it out. And this is the normal for right now. You know what I mean? Like,
I would never forget the first time I covered it, and I covered the, what was it? The Sweet 16. Yeah. But Kentucky then was there. And it wasn't that many other time when it was kind of bogus. When I mean bogus, not bogus, but you know, it was a lot of upset. So, but Kentucky was there, man. But to hear all of the fans, it was like crazy. You know, like you said, that's what makes that. Hey, man, like I said, as long as they're having it, that's cool. And I'm glad for the players they can have it. Moving on. The Philadelphia Eagles released wide receiver Deshaun Jackson, ending his second stint with the team. Jackson played only 8 games in the last 2 seasons, my bad. Tallied 23 receptions for 385 yards and 3 touchdowns. How long has Jackson been in the league?
122 years. Like, for real.
It's been in the league for a minute,
but,
right?
You know, the crazy part is, guess what his injury is every year? A hamstring. Yeah. Like, it seemed like every year, anytime anything going on, Deshaun Jackson out for what? A hammy.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that means he probably not taking care of his, you know.
Or he don't need to play in no cold weather. He need to, you know what I'm saying, stay outside on the south. South.
He was hurt in Tampa when he played.
Oh, yeah, he did. He played like 9 games or something out of the 16. Yeah.
How it go?
I mean, if you can get a check for 9 games, though, hey can you
right.
really be mad at him?
Right. Moving on. Former Miami Marlins owner Jeffrey Loria reached a final lawsuit settlement to reimburse local government $5.5 million for the cost of building Marlins Park, which opened in 2012. Although 30 people normally show up just for the games, in 2009, local government agreed to help pay to build Marlins Park in exchange for Loria's players to share profits if he later sold them. That agreement called for Loria to pay 5% of net proceeds from the sale of the team. Public money covered more than 3/4 of the $634 million cost for Marlins Park. So, again, like I said, since it was only 30 fans that came each game, the deal with this, D, what's your thoughts on this, man? Because this is like, you know how you make a bad deal and you sick? I wonder if this was it. I mean, he probably got money because he was the owner when they won the World Series, right?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Was he?
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
So he. Yeah, so he just lost, just flat out, just period, no matter what.
Yeah, because the team ain't really making money.
Well, no, he
and that's usually the thing with the Marlins, right? They always not really making money.
Well, I didn't put this in here, but when he bought the team, actually, no, he was the owner on the 2003 team. Right. I was thinking the 97 team.
Right.
He was the owner in 2003 team. He bought the team for $159 million, sold it to Derek Jeter and his people for $1.2 billion.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he good.
So he'll be all right.
Yeah, he go be all right. That's what, 10 times?
Right.
Almost
10 times or what? Yeah, you can. Hey,
Hey,
all right.
get out a bad deal and sell it for.
Yeah.
He flipped it. All right, move it.
Sound like the Philadelphia Eagles to me.
Yep. Move it on. The McDonald's All-American Games will not take place for the second year in a row amid the COVID-19 pandemic. McDonald's announced over 700 girls and boys nominees for the 2021 games on Thursday. It will announce its completed 48-player roster, 24 girls and 24 boys, later this month, and will honor the class through a virtual celebration. That's messed up, man. Now, I grew up. That was it.
That's it.
Wanted to watch
Before
that game.
it was Jumpman, Jordan. It was McDonald's of All-America. You wake up, yo, homie. Oh, this it.
You were watching the future.
That's what Jalen Rose and Jawan had all them.
these.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like,
that's
a
sad,
big
man.
blow.
I hate that happen. And then last but not least, man, the NFL says the first position-specific helmet created for its players represents a major step in helmet technology. Although it must still undergo testing, but they have it for the offensive linemen. This is a special helmet for them. Your thoughts on this? Like, it's cool. They need it.
Rest in peace, Vincent Jackson.
Yeah,
and it's not getting away from that, but it's going into that. They donated his brain to the CTE technology thing, but it goes into this, right?
Right.
Like, because we don't know yet, but it kind of sounds like it, right?
Right.
It kind of sounds like what the issue was.
Yep.
And hopefully this will make it where it's okay to play football, because it's almost now, right? Like, if you got a 13-year-old son, do you want your son to play football? Like, you kind of like, I don't know now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I want my son to be, you know what I'm saying, playing football and all that. You know what I'm saying? I know this is the end of quick hits, but one more quick hit. We know Tatis just got this big contract. 13 years, $340 million?
14.
What is it, 14 for $340? But he owed $30 million to these people that he signed this deal with while you're in the minor leagues to get a front of money, and they get a percentage of your next contract. $30 million ain't nothing compared to his $340 you're getting.
That's smart on their part.
And it's smart on his part, because it being in the minor league, how much money you got? None. So he got a little front for it, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Tatis, signed a $340 million.
I think he cheated
35
himself.
years.
Oh, I think he cheated himself. I really think he cheated himself.
Compared to Ronald Acuna. No.
Oh yeah.
What Ronald Acuna signed?
$6 million for like 100 years for like $6 million.
It was like
that's what it sounds. That's what it feels
like. But they
like.
saying it's good because they probably gonna pay him on the.
He felt like where he was coming from.
Yeah.
Because he came from nothing. He got some money.
Right.
But dude gonna have a triple crown almost.
He's gonna get paid. But all right, man, that wraps up Quick Hits. We're gonna take a quick break. Time to get controversial.
Let's get to it.
We'll be back.
Real 1100 would like for you to join us in the celebration of Black History Month. Sherman Maxwell, best known as Jocko, is believed to be the first black sportscaster ever. He started his career doing 5-minute sports reports in Newark, New Jersey in 1929. His show 5-Star Sports Final will include interviews with the biggest sports stars of the day. He would later found and manage his own semi-pro baseball team, announce baseball games in the Newark area, and contribute to Baseball Digest, the longest-running baseball magazine in the world. Thank you for listening to today's Black History Fact.
This is Mari Stoudemire, and you listen to 3 Point Conversion Radio.
Get ready. From the oven to your ears, it's now time for the Hot Topic.
To watch Andre Drummond before the game sit on the sideline, then go to the back, and then come out in street clothes because a team is going to trade him is bullshit. Because when James Harden asked for a trade and essentially dogged it. I don't think there was no surprise or there's no one's going to fight back that James was dogging it his last days in Houston. But he was castrated for wanting to go to a different team, and everybody destroyed that man. And yet a team can come out and say, oh, we want to trade a guy, and then that guy is to go sit. And if he doesn't stay professional, then he's a cancer, and he's not good in someone's locker room, and he's the issue. And we've seen situations of Harrison Barnes getting pulled off the bench. DeMarcus Cousins finding out that he's traded in an interview after the All-Star game. And we continue to let this happen. But I got fined for stating my opinion of what I thought should happen with another player. But teams can come out and continue to say, oh, we're trading guys, we're not playing you. And yet we're to stay professional. At some point, as players, we need to be treated with the same respect and have the same rights that the team can have. Because as a player, you're the worst person in the world when you want a different situation. But a team can say they're trading you, and that man is to stay in shape. He is to stay professional. And if not, his career is on the line. At some point, this league has to protect the players from embarrassment like that. We talk all of this stuff about you can't do this, you can't say that publicly. If you say that publicly, you're fine. Anthony Davis got fined, I think, $100,000 or something like that for demanding a trade publicly. But you can say Andre Drummond's getting traded publicly, and we're looking to trade him publicly, and he's to stay professional and just deal with it.
All right, that was Draymond Green talking about basically how he feels about them being a double standard, the league, the NBA as far as trades. And, I'm going to get your opinion in a moment, D. I definitely agree, and I think a lot of people agree. I think even if you weren't with the players, if you don't agree because you're trying to just side with the NBA, you understand what Draymond is saying. And I've always wondered this, that, Harden got, everybody talked about him. He's wrong. And the funny thing was, Harden, even though it was kind of half-hearted, Harden came out there and played.
Drop 40.
Drop 40.
Let you know, hey, I'm here, and I can do it. I just don't really want to for y'all.
Yeah, and it's not, he didn't sit out. He didn't
bad talk. It got bad because he said he wanted to go, and they was playing. Not even bad to the point where it was, bad like that. You know what I'm saying? But
right. But still, it's just the fact that, like I said, you look at what's going on now, in the NBA. He mentioned, you talk about Andre Drummond, then with Blake, so they're not playing. No, of course they're getting paid, but still they're not playing. But they have to stay in shape because the team doesn't want them.
You got to be ready.
But the team doesn't want them, and then they're saying, okay, we don't want you, so we're going to sit you. But it's okay. How do you feel? Like, what crosses your mind?
Well, I definitely agree with Dre, right? Like, we know what Dre do. He talk this, he you know what I'm saying? But he always speak the truth, regardless to, how you may feel about him. He speak the truth. Right. For me, it always comes back to it kind of always come back to that slave mentality, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what you need to do is shut up and dribble the ball. Don't worry about how we're going to do things. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're going to do, because I know the NBA has changed it to it's not owners no more, it's governors, right? But this our team. We can do what we want to do. But you need to be ready. Regardless to what this is or how this is, you need to be ready anytime we say. Now, we can do whatever we want to do. We can tell you you're not going to play for the next week because we're looking for a trade partner. But if you ask for a trade, you're expected to be out there every game.
And that's the problem. It's not as if, so with the league telling you, chill, we're going to trade you. That's not a problem.
Right.
The players are cool with that. Because, okay, now I don't have to get out. Because I guarantee you,
I don't know what my next step may be.
I know Harden loves to play, and Harden would have been cool
Love
by
to
sitting
play.
down. But you know, some you just like to. That's just how it is. So, but if you don't feel wanted, you're not gonna perform the way. So that's cool. But I'm saying it's cool if they tell you don't. They're not worried about that. The problem is
on the back
end when they want to do it. I can't, especially if we're not seeing eye to eye.
So you got to think about how they did AD a couple years ago, right? Like he was out, like they was playing him. What they was doing? G? They was playing him one game, and then the next game.
Now they play him like
22 minutes or something,
and they'd sit him in the fourth quarter.
Like, dude, like what? Like, come on, man. I'm out here competing. I'm a all NBA center,
right?
Power forward,
right?
I'm one of the best players in the league. So, what are you doing to your team? Right? Like you gonna put me out there for 20 minutes and the whole fourth quarter I sit.
Right. So let me ask you. Let me ask you all. Do you think that, and everybody in the chat room, everybody on YouTube, and everybody's listening, like I said, on YouTube, feel free to comment. Facebook, you already know what it is. Even the 3pointconversion.com, y'all feel free to comment. So, do you think, and we're part of it.
Yeah.
And not part of like doing this, but we're part of media. But do you believe that the media has something to do with the issue of holding players accountable when it comes to this issue?
Oh, absolutely, wholeheartedly, because they gonna hold it. What they were saying about James Harden all year when he said he wanted to go, when he came in with the fat suit on, because I think he had a fat suit on. You know what I mean? Because how you go from being 30 pounds overweight to when you traded to the Nets, you take the fat suit off and you know what I'm saying?
That joker still look fat. But James Harden always looked fat
right,
to me when
but he always
ball.
a baller. Yeah. They destroyed him. Told him he didn't do this. He this, he that. When you ask for a trade, what they do to Kawhi when he wanted to leave San Antonio? I'm talking about, really think about it. Do you know that Skip wouldn't say the man's name? Mm-hmm. He called him what, number 2? He called him number 2 for the whole year when he wouldn't play for San Antonio that year. What happened when he went to Toronto the following year? Skip said he was the best player in the league, and he was
Now, Skip was wrong for that, but I will say this about Skip was a fan. Like,
fan of San Antonio. Fan of San Antonio. So I get it. But it's still.
But you know what?
But it sets it's media.
But you know what?
Media.
A lot of fans did it too, though. So all y'all watching, all y'all think is wrong, y'all was doing it too.
Killing them.
I know a lot of people.
Killing them.
He should play it. He wrong.
Killing them. Do you know what this man going through? His leg was his muscle was detached from his leg. Like, you don't know what he going through. But all I'm gonna do is go win a championship. Give Toronto who would have thought Toronto, we talking about Toronto. They won a championship.
Right.
He got them what they needed. And Toronto not mad at him for leaving. It's the media.
Yeah, it's media and fans and of course the social media, all that come together. But yeah, it's
media drives it though. It
right.
drives it. It drives the narrative.
And it's like it because they make it look bad, but again, we don't know what's going on. We don't know whose side it is.
I need you to make the team look just as bad.
Okay, you know we tell the truth and shame the devil. So let's be real. So we seen instances in sports where, and we didn't know everything, so I can say that now.
Right.
But where players didn't want to play and they were standing up for certain things, like the Le'Veon situation. I was with that. I agree. But players was mad about that because they felt like they was letting down the team. And let's talk about that aspect. When it feels like you are kind of letting out, what about the players, your teammates, some teammates? Because some teammates feel like, like Houston with Harden, Boogie them came out and was
but it wasn't right what James Harden said.
Right, but I'm just saying, right, when you get that instance.
That's different. So this is what I always take it back to. When T.O. was doing sit-ups in his driveway, I was younger, right? Mm-hmm. You know, we didn't
know, and then it wasn't a lot.
But it seemed seemed wrong.
That's
like T.O., you shouldn't be, and that's what the media did to us. They made it like it was so wrong. He shouldn't. T.O. broke his leg, took his team to the came back, and in the Super Bowl, 180, 9 catches, a TD, did everything he could. And you don't want to play the man?
But I don't think it was I don't even think it was just of that. Something happened something happened. I can't remember what it was.
He outplayed his contract.
But then it was something else where he was talking about, but remember, they had kicked him out the facility.
Right, because he wanted his contract. And it's so everybody say it's a way that you go about things, right? You should do this if you sign the contract. Yeah, but come on, man. That not to get off of sports, but Dave Chappelle just recently was able to get his name back from the Dave Chappelle show. And, and he had to go through it with Netflix, and they took it off because he was doing it, and they gave him his money back, his name and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes, yeah, you signed a contract,
Mm-hmm.
but who knew this was going to happen? And because who knew that I was going to outplay the contract, do that mean that I have to be stuck in this bogus contract?
Right.
Like if you making $1 billion off somebody that you giving $1 million to, should you still be?
Okay, but that's it. Because if you're in this contract, if it's about, especially if it's about money, like with Julio, I'm not gonna lie. When Julio was like, "Yo, I should get paid," you're right. But your agent signed that dumb contract. Out of that contract, it's different when I think it's different when you're talking about a contract and money. I'm in this contract versus I'm not happy because you didn't. I'm the face of the.
Right, I agree with that. I agree with that because that's the Deshaun thing.
Right. So I understand. That's what I'm saying. That's different. I understand that point. Those are the different. Where you battling with. You think the NBA is going to do anything about it?
Yeah, because it's becoming too much of a problem. Like it's becoming every year, every 2 years, it's a big name.
Right.
That's like, you know what I'm saying? Because now they trying to figure out if Giannis going to do that. Because Giannis and them they won last night, but they was on a 4-game losing streak, and they didn't look good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just signed this big deal. Now, what's going to happen in a year? Is he going to ask to be out? Bradley Beal, they losing. Is he going, you know what I'm saying? So, I think they're going to have to do something.
Bradley want to stay for some reason.
I don't know.
And you think, like I guess you just spoke on it. You think the players going to come out more and talk about do this?
Yeah, they're going to have to. They're going to have to.
Yeah.
And even above that, the King spoke on it and he agreed with LeBron. I mean, he agreed with Draymond.
When
Once he say something and he agreed with it,
it's
hey man, we got to go back to the drawing board.
We got to get the brains perspective. G, what do you think about all this? Like, how do you feel about everything that's happening?
I agree that it is a double standard. Because the team can come out and say, yeah, we're going to sit this guy, or the report can come out saying we're going to sit him until we find a trade partner or a buyout. And the player can't, I mean, you can go to that player and ask what he thinks. He's like, well, it's in the best interest of the, like he has to give that political answer, that really safe answer. So the player doesn't have any control on that in that way. So I agree with Draymond that there should be more protection for the players to protect them from being publicly embarrassed, because who knows, did Andre Drummond want to be traded? Because all of a sudden he's out of the rotation and he's second in the league in rebounds.
Right.
I know that may not be that much of a valuable stat, but that's part of that's just what he does. He averages 14
and 14 and like 2
He's
blocks.
having a good year.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we like Jared Allen more, so we're going to take him out of the rotation.
Why'd you even trade for me, though? Because that was the issue when they first traded for him. Everybody was looking like, dude, what are y'all doing?
So it's like, what do the Cavs missed on Drummond? Because I don't know what they thought he was, but it's just one of those things where even if the Cavs felt that, okay, Jared Allen's a better fit for us, then just look for a trade partner for Drummond.
Or buy him out.
Well, I think with Drummond, though, he was doing a Harden, but it was kind of like he was playing, but then...
No, he was playing.
No, he was playing some games, but then it was some games he wasn't playing. It was kind of worse than...
Again, you traded and brought in Jared Allen.
I think that's part of it is that when you bring in Jared Allen...
He's 23 years old.
Like, why did the Cavs trade for... You had Drummond, you had JaVale McGee, you have Larry Nance Jr.
Well, they traded for him because they knew they were...
Why are you trading for another big?
No, they traded because that's what I'm saying. So
buy him out there.
So they were already at that stage where they were trying to trade him. I feel Draymond because I feel Drummond because he felt like They don't want me. And then
and they're younger. They're going for young.
So they were trying. So he just didn't feel the team don't want me and how they treat me. So I feel him. I'm not going away. I'm just saying I think Cleveland at that point was like, you know what? It's not working. Let's go ahead and just. I think that's what it was more so than. And both of them kind of agreed. And I think Draymond is relieved, like, yo, I'm good. I'm not Draymond Drummond, but Draymond is saying on the other end is BS because they can do that, which is fine, but we can't.
And it can be public.
And it can be public, right? That's the main thing. It can be public.
They can say we're going to trade him, but he can't say I want to trade in public.
Yeah, I mean, just do like they used to do back in the day. People be hurt. You be wondering why, and they keep saying somebody's toe hurt. You know, knowing they ain't what's going on, and next thing you know, they get traded. With Derrick Rose, you see how Derrick Rose sat? They didn't say anything like, "Oh, we're trying to."
It came out after.
It came out afterwards, but I'm just saying.
And they still make him look like what?
That was cool. They sat him down. Pistons sat him down, and Derrick was cold. Derrick was cool. He
didn't even want to lead him.
No, he didn't. But
he did. He wanted to leave the Pistons.
No, he didn't. He liked the Pistons. He liked
because they were trying to. He wanted.
He liked being a mentor for Killian Hayes.
He loved the Pistons.
He liked the front office.
I don't know if he was ready to leave at that point.
Right. I don't know what it was about the Pistons.
At one point, it's like this team's not any good.
But no,
it wasn't about that.
I got an interview where I interviewed him. He said
he in a different mind place. It's not even. I don't want to say it's not about winning for him, but he in a mind place. So he's happy, regardless of his. Because I mean, he gonna go to the Knicks. What he gonna go to the playoffs?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
They're technically a playoff team right now.
So it's like, where are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you really going? He's in a place where it's not about necessarily winning. He's more about mentoring and being smarter in the place. So he's not worried about being traded.
Not only that, the fact that they take care of him. So and he mentioned that.
I want to play 20, 25 minutes a game, and they make sure that that's what I do.
All right, man. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're getting ready for Battlegrounds. Hey, y'all don't want to miss this, man. It's about to be a good matchup. It's about to be fun. Stay tuned, y'all.
Join me for a minute. I want you to hear something.
Sports Talk it is.
Welcome! You're listening to the Sports Shock Show, and I'm the Sports Shock Wayne Candy.
The 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And I'm your host, Mr. Controversy.
Hello and welcome to DNA Sports. This is Don, the D and DNA.
What's going on? This is Ace of the A and DNA.
Where we bring the facts about sports.
It's Sports Roundtable. I am your humble host, H.O.
Download the Real 1100 app from your Google Play or Apple App Store today.
Yo, what's up, baby? This your boy, Deontay the Bronze Obama Wilder, and you're listening to my guys at 3-Point Conversion, baby. Yeah.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you hear the music, you already know what it means. It is Battlegrounds time. Now listen, you all want to get down. We're starting the tournament. I think we're going to start it next week. I'm about to put the post up this week coming up, and you all let me know if you want to get down. First time hearing it, listen to it. Let me know if you want to get down. Winner gets $100, plus we give you 5 minutes on the air. We might give you a whole segment. We can talk about anything you want to talk about, you know, and you'll be a part of that. So, G, why you shaking your head? But
that you're taking a risk with that,
right? Well, it depends on who wins. That's why I said 5 minutes or not. But for the most part, I ain't gonna say that. We'll see, you know. But but last week we had Damian Adams go up against my guy Tim Johnson. Tim slipped up. Damian ended up getting the win
off that finals joint.
Yeah. So, but we got Damian now going up. Like I said, if y'all don't know, G was part of Stump the Schwab, and he came in. He was semifinals, right? G. He got cheated.
No one knows what that show is anymore.
Look it up. He got cheated. You look it up.
Ballers do.
Real people that know. This is a real, like, this what we doing now is okay, but that's some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what up, Damian? How's it going, bro?
Doing good, man. Glad to be back on the show.
All right, no doubt, man. So we're gonna see if you can get G. We already spoke to G, so we don't need to ask him how he's doing or nothing like that. All right, so if this is first time listening, the rules go like this. We're gonna have 3 rounds. We're gonna ask a question per round. Both contestants get to answer. So how it goes is I'll ask a question. Whoever goes first, ask a question twice, and then that person that goes first has 30 seconds to come up with their answer, at least up to 30 seconds. Then if they have the answer before or after 30 seconds, then they get a minute and 30 seconds to explain their answer and why they picked that team, person, whatever the question was. And then after that, the next contestant goes right after them. It flip-flops the next round and then flip-flops again. Don't just vote on the answer. If I ask, name the best running back,
small forward since 1990. Let them know
small forward
who could dunk.
Don't just go with because they said, a person. You got to listen to their explanation, their reason. So, all right. So I want you all to pick a number between 1 and 100. Damien, you go first.
I'm going with 62.
8.
All right, it is 86. Damien, it's up to you. You want to go first and say I switched it up? Yeah. That was a good one, though. I like that, G. Made me think. But anyway, what you got, Damien? You going first or you want G to go first?
Let G go first.
All right, so here's the first question. So, name an NBA player who has outplayed his expectations since 1990. Not named Jimmy Butler, James Harden, or Steve Nash. I'm asking that question one more time. Name an NBA player who has outplayed his expectations since 1990. Not named Jimmy Butler, James Harden, or Steve Nash. G, you have 30 seconds, which you probably got the time, but
I'm ready.
You got it? You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, let's go now.
A player that I think, outplayed their expectations just because of the expectations of a player like him, that looks like him, that plays like him, is Dirk Nowitzki. Coming into the league, he was a top 10 pick, but as far as European players, the reputation with European players is that they don't really play any defense. They're not that they're not strong physically. I mean, they may have a lot of skill, but does that work in the NBA, especially if you're 7 feet tall? Can you play in the post? Can you defend in the post? And a lot of European players like Dirk Nowitzki didn't really play that style, the American style, I guess you'd say. He's a guy that takes jumpers. He'll drive to the basket. He'll take you off the dribble. So I think he outplayed the expectation. Like, his way of playing worked. He made multiple All-Star teams. He won a championship. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. So I'd go with Dirk Nowitzki.
All right. Damien, it's on you. Let's go now.
I'm going to go with a guy who's currently playing. I'm going to go with Giannis Antetokounmpo. When you think about him when he first came out in the draft, he was 6'9", this skinny kid who we just saw some video of him playing against people that I might look good against, right? Like, his competition wasn't the best overseas. And we had no idea that he would grow into this 6'11" monster who would be able to get back-to-back MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, be considered one of, if not the best player in the league at certain times. And now he is the highest-paid player in the league, expected to carry a team to the championship. At best, we might have expected him to turn into a defensive guy who may be able to spread the floor eventually. But now he's just this inside monster who can create so much offense from the top of the key, from the post. And eventually we want a jump shot, but he's dominating even without that. And I don't think we ever expect that from Giannis Antetokounmpo to be a 2-time MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. So that's my answer, the Greek Freak.
right. Woof. Boy, y'all came up with some heavy hitters. Next question. Damien, you up first. G, you follow. Name a NFL defensive end since 1990 that has the best chance to get a sack against Larry Allen, not named Bruce Smith, Reggie White, Khalil Mack, or J.J. Watt. I'm going to ask that question again. Name an NFL defensive end since 1990 that has the best chance to get a sack going up against Larry Allen, not named Bruce Smith, Reggie White, Khalil Mack, or J.J. Watt. Damn, you have 30 seconds to come up with your answer.
Okay, I'm ready.
Man, y'all, all right. Y'all being a bad example for people who trying to be in the tournament. But anyway.
People that be in the tournament, you got time.
You got 30 seconds. Right. All right.
If you know what you're talking about, you don't need 30 seconds.
Right. All right, David, let's go now.
I got to go with that monster that played in Carolina for so long, Julius Peppers. When you think about somebody who has the strength and the speed to get around Larry Allen, Julius Peppers is that guy. Larry Allen was a monster with his strength. We all know the stories about him, benching over 600 pounds and crazy stuff like that. But Julius Peppers, with his evasiveness and elusiveness, I think can get around Larry Allen. It also has the strength not to just get thrown around by Larry Allen. You look at Julius Peppers' stats, somebody who had, well over 100 sacks throughout his career, played for such a long time. So he's somebody who can take the beating from Larry Allen, but also get around him with his speed and elusiveness. Julius Peppers, I think, could get that sack in that moment.
All right, G, it's on you. Let's go now.
First of all, I will answer this question in protest because Larry Allen was a guard, and you're speaking about this as if he was a tackle going against a defensive end. But in any case, I would say the best defensive end the defensive end that could get a sack against Larry Allen would be Jared Allen. No relation. He's a guy that you look at him and you don't think that he was just a beast on the field. He did have quickness, he did have strength, and used a lot of different moves. And he has the size, because I think anybody like shorter, if it was someone like a Dwight Freeney or something, would get swallowed up by a Larry Allen. But someone who is a little bit bigger in size and can use a variety of moves, bull rush, the hut move, even though no one really did it like Reggie White. But I think Jared Allen has different methods of getting to the quarterback.
All right. This one might decide it. All right, G, you up first. Damien, you up next. All right. Name a very good or great basketball college player who didn't have the success in the NBA that they were expected to have, but who would be better in today's NBA since 1990, not named Christian Laettner. So, Max it again. Name a very good or great college player who didn't have the success in the NBA that everyone expected to have, but would be better in today's NBA since 1990, not named Christian Laettner. It's on you.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go now.
So a player that would definitely thrive in today's game, which is more oriented around the guard, especially a guard that can shoot, that can score. He can be a facilitator a little bit. If he's at least a little bit of facilitator, he can be a starter in this league. And the guy for me would be Randolph Childress out of Wake Forest. I'm a North Carolina fan. I still have nightmares about that ACC tournament. Him making Jeff McGinnis fall and him waving to him before he shot a three in his face. But the way that he shot the ball, and he's 6 feet maybe, but the way he shot the ball and the way that he could get to the basket, and his handle and everything, and he could just carry a team. And this was a team that had, I believe when that tournament, Tim Duncan was a freshman. No, he was a sophomore. So, I mean, Tim Duncan was like the hot prospect because you look at the big men that way. but a guard that could shoot the ball and that can facilitate at least a little. You may worry about him being a defensive liability, but the offense has become more important in the NBA. So I think Randolph Childress would have been, and he would have been a top 5 pick, I believe, in today's game.
All right. Damian, it's on you. Let's go now.
The player I'm going to go with isn't from that long ago, but I think if he had another chance in today's NBA, he would thrive with his speed and ability to drive to the rim in this open NBA. I'm going to go with Johnny Flynn. He's most remembered now for being drafted ahead of Steph Curry, but when you think about him in his college days, the ability to get to the rim from all different types of angles because of his speed, his jumping ability. I remember him having some classic dunks in college. And also he would be even more pushed to shoot the three-pointer and have a consistent jump shot if he was drafted today instead of back then. So I think Johnny Flynn would be a really good player in today's NBA if he was getting another chance at that age when he came in.
All right. I need your votes. Ladies and gentlemen, I need your votes. Did he stump G? We don't know. Damian, your words, bro. Any last words? Anything to say?
Another good battle, man. Anytime I go up against G, I know I got to bring my A game. So it's always a good battle. And I always look forward to it, man.
So let me ask you a question. Were you just being petty because G came out the first round was like, I don't need no time, I'm ready? Were you being petty when you came with your answer, or you just
Nah, I'm gonna take the time if I need it. Like, but when you named them, because as soon as you said the answer, I was thinking Julius Peppers.
Right,
so when you did name them, I was already ready to go.
All right, bro. Appreciate it. We'll put this on and let everyone vote. I'll make sure I put it on Facebook this week. But hey, man, this warm up, get ready. That's what it's, I guess the benefit of being the champ. Get ready for the tournament. About to start up, and wish you luck.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, G, just real quick, man. What you got to say about this battle? You're a man of less words, so yeah.
I mean, it was fun, and the reason why I'm not taking a lot of time is because
get him.
I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen for the players you named because I think we differ a lot on who's the best at things, and some people may be better than others. So I have names in mind. I'm sure Damian does the same thing, like he said with Julius Peppers. So if you're locked in and processing the information as fast as you possibly can, you don't need 30 seconds.
Get him.
He's coming at y'all.
And then none of them are looking at their phones. That's the thing we don't want if you're going to join this tournament. Nobody's looking at their phones, looking up stuff. Usually the people who do that end up losing.
We can kind of tell, too, though.
Yeah, you can tell.
You kind of tell.
So,
you know
and they usually end up not winning. So,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's that energy.
It's that energy. But all right, man. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
I'm IT, a.k.a. Ike Taylor, a.k.a. Swag, a.k.a. One of a Kind, a.k.a. I don't shoot twos, I shoot threes on the 3-point conversion radio.
Have you been looking for a radio station that gives you sports?
I don't believe it! It's a touchdown!
Entertainment?
Are you not entertained?
And other special interest talk shows?
Well, isn't that special?
All on one app?
Yo, that's dope. What app is that?
It's the Real 1100 AM app for WWE. Grab it for free in your Google Play or Apple App Store today.
Let me break down to y'all what's so dope about the 3-point conversion. First of all, everybody is a fan of the game first. Second of all, everybody is a student of the game second. And third of all, We're the average sports fan just like everybody else. We're not coming in here, walking with our nose tipped high, acting snooty, acting brand new. This is a grassroots organization. Bar none. The 3-Point Conversion, where fans' opinions matter. Be sure to visit the website www.the3pointconversion.com. Get your fix, get your articles, multimedia, and everything else that you, as a sports fan, need. So again, the3pointconversion.com. It's where it's at, man, where fans' opinions matter.
What's going on, guys?
Big ups to our Sports Lounge crew for keeping the airways blazing each and every Saturday. But I want to send another special shout out to our team of writers at the 3-Point Conversion. You can visit us at the3pointconversion.com. You can also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. How about the Gram? How about iHeart? How about Spreaker Radio? How about wherever you need it, baby? We got you covered.
AM 1100.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
No mercy. Don't let up on him. Go hard on him, Mr. Controversy. Hit him with the stop it button.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. Real quick before I give my spiel, please vote. Let us know who won, who y'all think won. I see what you said, Mike. Everyone else on wherever you're watching it from, let me know who you think won that. And again, we'll play it this week. But this is the time we like to thank everyone who is listening and watching live. We appreciate you. We thank you for the support. And we also ask you to not only support the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge, but the 3-Point Conversion Sports Media Company itself. We definitely appreciate it. And now it is time for the most infamous, the most famous Stop It segment. Let's get it.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yes, S-T-O-P, new word, I-T. Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right, D, it's on you, man. What is your Stop It?
Yeah, this Stop It this week is a little different than, how we usually do. Somebody doing something crazy and they need to stop it. My Stop It.
That must mean you ain't had one. No, I just played.
I actually had one, but when this happened last night, I had to switch it up a little bit. This one here go to Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. I don't know if y'all saw it or y'all was paying attention to what happened last night. Lil homie caught a body. I'm talking about he caught a whole body. He dunked on Buddy from the Toronto Raptors. And I'm talking about it stopped the world. I'm talking about if y'all watching on Facebook and YouTube and all that, please pay attention. And I'm going to let y'all go ahead and catch it because it's happening right now.
Yeah, that was a crazy dunk.
Yeah, stop that, Ed, man. But go ahead and show them how you get in. You from the A, man. Go ahead and do your thing, man.
All right, my Stop It goes to who I haven't stopped before. I don't know. Oh, Miss Lorraine Groves, I think that's her name.
Wait, hold on. He didn't get the actual Stop It.
Oh yeah,
Stop it. All right.
So Lorraine Groves, who claimed that her father designed the Lombardi Trophy while working as a master silversmith at Tiffany & Company. Right there, you almost you should get a Stop It for that. I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she said She couldn't sleep for 2 nights after Tom Brady tossed the Lombardi Trophy.
What?
From one boat to another, and she personally would like an apology.
Stop it.
Again, she needs like. Yeah, come on, man.
Can I get another
Stop
it?
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, man. First of all, we don't even know if this is true.
If it is though, why you couldn't sleep?
They won.
Why you couldn't sleep?
And why do you need a?
Why you couldn't sleep?
Why you personally need a?
Why you couldn't sleep?
You didn't make the trophy.
Why you couldn't
She said,
sleep?
"I need an apology." Why?
Right. It's not only that you couldn't sleep, but you need an apology.
She needs an apology.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
I mean, Tom Brady was lit. Let him.
Man, he was definitely.
I thought he was.
I liked it though.
Didn't one time Gronkowski hit the trophy against something and put a dent in it?
Yeah.
Did she ask for an apology then?
Nah, but it's because it's Tom Brady and everything goes viral now.
And then she probably was a Chiefs fan.
Get out.
Right.
No,
but he was lit though. He was. I thought he came from Essence. I thought he was in Essence in New Orleans or something.
Man, we came out that gate. His homie was holding me. He was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is what he was drinking. Avocado tequila. Come on, for real, TB, you can't just drink tequila. You got to avocado.
Hey, he won a Super Bowl. Go ahead, G.
My stop it goes to the American Football Coaches Association, specifically the Ethics Committee. I don't know who's on this Ethics Committee, but anybody who watches college football, it's a world of just petty. Just everyone's petty in some kind of way. Y'all remember last year or the year before where Auburn beat Alabama and because they made them have too many men on the field when they were going to punt, and then they like halfway had their punt team on the field, so it confused Alabama. Just like finding different ways to bend the rules. And one thing that I feel like the coaches encourage rather than the players is faking injuries to stop the clock. And the Ethics Committee has voted to recommend that players stop faking injuries to stop the clock and slow down the offense. And they said that it has caused a lot of tension over the years. Like, yeah, it's petty to do, but I don't think anyone notices that much.
Yeah, how can you? I mean, now you notice. First of all, get them to stop it.
Stop it.
But sometimes you notice it when you see they looking at the sidelines and you see two players just collapse at the same time.
Yeah, sometimes it is obvious, but I don't think it happens that often. But secondly, I think that it's they're trying to make this the players' fault. I think they're trying to make this the players' fault about faking injuries.
That's coach.
The coaches are encouraging that.
Yeah, that's the coach.
Looking for all the loopholes.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. You know where we from. If I'm on an opposing team, soon as I see two dudes go down like that, I'm ducking. Because I'm thinking somebody got shot. Somebody got shot or something. But they collapsed just simultaneously. But yeah, man. But all right, man. Go ahead.
I wonder, this is.
Oh.
I know that somebody like Lane Kiffin isn't on this committee because he's the first coach I thought of that looks to bend all the rules.
Every rule.
When he was coaching at USC, he tried to have this was just on the extra point. The holder for the extra point was the punter, but he made him switch numbers with a quarterback. And then on film, he sent the film of the punter being the holder, but now the quarterback's wearing that number, so that will confuse the defense.
So you think he's gonna do a 2-point conversion or a fake field goal?
Hey, what? Real quick, Mike Patton, shout out to Mike, said he want to give Jim Boeheim a stop it.
I do too.
Because of his comments.
I do too.
Comments towards it, man.
I do too.
What did he say?
You can't talk about no other teams. But talk about what his name, Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, what did he say?
Talk about Jalen Johnson.
Something along the lines of he quit on his team and all that.
They're better without him. They've had 2 blowout wins since he's lost.
So give him a stop it.
Stop it.
And I want to give him another stop it for trying to play it off, eating his boogers and trying to play it off while he was coach. You see that? Can I
Stop
it? Yeah, come on, dog. You should be. I know you got the glasses. You particular. You fit the prescription of people who do it. But
and the crazy part is, you can agree with Jim Boeheim, right? You can agree with him. but it's not for him to say.
Yeah, Bayham,
It's not his
Jim,
job.
you can't do that.
It's not for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. We're gonna take a quick
Because
break.
everybody been killing Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
Like.
Right, kill it. I feel him though. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be back to talk the NBA All-Stars. Who got snubbed? Who we think going to get snubbed for the reserves? Who are our reserves? We'll be right back.
There's a lot going on in the world, and your world is always changing. That's why it's important to stay connected. The latest news, the latest entertainment, the newest music. If it's in the air or on the air, it can be in the palm of your hand, wherever you are, with the iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Over 1,500 live radio stations from across the country, and over 15 million songs to create your own custom stations. Text IHR to 45495 to download the app or listen at iHeartRadio.com. Standard text and data rates apply.
What's going on, guys? It's John Collins from the Atlanta Hawks. You're listening to the 3-Point Conversion Radio.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. So first of all, man, I ask you to, if you haven't, make sure you like and follow the 3-Point Conversion on Facebook. Go to our website, the 3pointconversion.com. Subscribe to that. And our YouTube channel, subscribe and click on the bell so you can get the alerts. And we appreciate it. So, listen, NBA All-Star starters came out this week, and it's been a lot of people that's been upset about this. And I understand. I definitely do. So we're gonna start now. We're talking about the Western Conference. So the Western Conference starters are Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Luka Doncic, and Joker. So those are the starters. First, I'm going to let you lead. Anybody you feel like should be a starter is not a starter, of course.
Dame Lillard.
You think Dame Lillard? Okay.
He's almost a forerunner for the MVP.
So who do you have
Luka
him?
Doncic.
You got him over Luka. Okay.
Not just me.
I mean, but
the players and the media. And
we talking, but yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and actually, it's crazy because the fan vote only like 0.5 million, so like 500,000. Like, they difference is only, you know what I mean? So it's crazy that his player vote and media vote so high, but the fan vote like
the fan vote counts for half.
Outweighed him. Yeah,
fan vote counts for half.
Like that's
that, and that was the tiebreaker,
right?
Because they went with media first,
and he had media and he had players, but the fan vote is so much. What, like, come on, man, Dame is out. Dame ain't even got no team.
And he's balling. No, I agree. I was talking with somebody, and we both, he was saying that. You feel the same way? Is there another starter?
I agree with Damian Lillard. In the chat, Mike says, because that's Paul George over Kawhi. I'm not voting for Paul George for anything.
Stop it.
He got to show up in the playoffs.
I can't.
And he balling. He actually
balling.
He's shooting 80, 50, and 40.
Stop it.
That was for Mike.
But he is one of the players.
He balling.
Because it's four players in the league right now that's shooting 80, 50, 40.
And here's the thing. Yeah,
80% on free throws, 50% on field goals, 40 on 80.
That's good. I mean, it's really the 90 though.
Well, then it's not. He's shooting it. Whatever the thing is that it's only been 7 players since 19.
So it's 90.
It's 4 players right now doing
it's
it. Him
90,
and Kawhi both
40,
of them. Yeah, 90, 50, and 40.
Him and Kawhi both of them. Yeah. All right. Here's the thing. I hear what you're saying. I think Lillard should be a starter. And I get it at Kawhi. And see, here's the thing, because you got to look at wins and all of that. But if we took wins out, I would say, well, you can't take wins because this team winning. So you almost got to take Luka out. No, to me, with starters, it doesn't matter. I think when it comes to reserves, you got to look at who's winning. With starters, I don't think that you can't. You want to, but it's never been about winning. It's always been.
Like for me this year, everybody expected Luka to have this crazy year, and he's hooping, right? But it just it don't feel big
with Luka, right? Because they're losing.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, if it wasn't for winning, because now I would say take out Kawhi and put Dame in. Because the thing is,
Kawhi's a forward.
Your front court.
You put
Kawhi's a forward.
Hey, well, first of all, it's. In the you got forward. You can put Luka at a forward as
he was
well.
on the list as a guard.
He is listed in the
Luka
backcourt.
is listed as a guard.
Listed in the backcourt.
So what is LeBron?
LeBron was listed as a forward.
Forward court.
Well,
they changed it like that. Like you can't.
Yeah, but then you can't do a 3-guard lineup. It's hard. I mean, like you said, what Dame is doing and they're winning with, I agree.
And look at his numbers.
But Luka's numbers are dude basically averaging a triple-double.
And he's losing.
Still, he's averaging more points. He's averaging more assists. And of course, rebounds, I mean, I ain't going to get on it.
Perfect example. Who didn't go to the All-Star game last year and was number 3 in the NBA in scoring?
Who?
Wasn't Beal?
Levine? Or Bill?
Bradley Beal.
But he didn't get voted as a starter. I'm talking.
No, he wasn't a reserve.
Right, no, what I'm saying is though we're talking as a starter. That's the fans and voting and all of that. But I agree. Like if you took Luka, I agree. Like you gotta. But I'm just saying what Luka is doing still, and he plays 15 miles.
We'll vote him in as
0 miles per hour. He's real slow.
He's very slow. He don't even jump over.
Okay, so all right. So we talk about that.
Let's
talk
about the East.
No. We're gonna get. He's got his own. segment.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the reserves. So, who are your reserves?
So that's the bad part, right? Like this year is weird, right? It's very weird because you got people missing 10 games and
right, and
it's
7. And remember, it's 7 players, 7 spots.
Well, for one, you gotta have Donovan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So do y'all?
That's almost an argument for Luka too, right? Like you almost can say Donovan Mitchell over Luka. Actually, not almost.
No.
I mean, well, if you're accounting for team success,
if you're accounting for team success, yes. But if you're not accounting for team success, nah.
But you got to count for team success.
Not with starters.
Luka is averaging 29, 9, and 9.
I'm 9.5, 29, 9.5, and 9.6.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
other than Dame, it ain't nobody.
Yeah, like, I understand the thing for Dame because what Dame is doing, you like, yo, he should start. But do you get mad because Luka's starting when you hear that?
No, and I hate how they giving Luka everything, but when you average 29, 9, and 9, like, you kind of like, got to give him, like, hey.
Okay, so who are your all-star? So your reserve. So I got my 7.
Okay.
Y'all got my 7. I don't know if y'all came up with y'all 7. I got my 7. So my 7 for the West, this is hard too, is where we at? I have Donovan Mitchell, AD. I'm kind of, but AD.
He's not going to be playing, so
right.
You can probably pick someone else.
You got to get it.
Okay, so I can pick some. Yeah, I can pick somebody else then. So we'll leave that open for the panel. But Donovan Mitchell, AD, Rudy Gobert, Damian Lillard. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait, yeah, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson. It's guard heavy, but in CP3. That's who I feel that should win. So we all say Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
I think AD gets voted in. He should get voted in, but we got to pick somebody now. But I'm saying Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, also in the front court, you got to have a front court player. So who really can you pick other than AD?
But AD, Rudy Gobert, Zion, those are my front court. I said Donovan, then Devin Booker, of course Damian, of course we agree with that. Devin Booker and CP3. Because like I said, now you're looking at wins from this standpoint. Now you got to look at wins and what they're doing and all of that. G making a face. G, what you say? No, yay. Who don't you like in that?
I kind of, I think because of how the Suns. Wait, are they in the playoffs right now? I feel like, but if they are,
yeah, they are. They 8 games
it's
over
because
500.
of the adult on the team named Chris Paul. So I would lean more towards Chris Paul over Devin Booker. If you can get them both in, like if they both make it, then that's great. As great for them.
Yeah.
But I was looking at like between Zion and Brandon Ingram. But I think they only really deserve one because they have a losing record right now.
Yeah, horrible losing record. And Zion, because of the numbers he's putting up and the percentages and how he's doing it. Brandon hasn't been shooting well in the last, 10 games. It's been very
Right.
Yeah. So I would I'm taking out AD only because I know he's not going to play.
So I'll say he gets voted in though. That's what I'm saying.
He'll get in,
who would
but
you put
he won't
in?
play.
So now we have a spot. What you said, Brandon Ingram.
It don't even have to be a front court player at this point, do it?
It can be anybody.
I would put a front court because you'll be
Ja
Morant.
Ja,
No.
maybe. What front court player though?
As far as a front court player, then
Christian Wood, but he's hurt. He ain't played enough.
But they're 11 and 17.
Right. Well, that's because Harden was no, I'm just playing. Who would you say, D? Or who do you got?
I mean, I'm going with like right there with everybody else saying, but
So you got Bi? You put Brandon Ingram?
No. He not even playing. He's not even playing up to the level he was last year.
Chat room, who y'all got? Help us out, because I'm trying to figure out who.
I guess the thing that's weird that
Mike said Jordan Clarkson. He's a guard, but
he's a guard.
No,
but he's been balling.
Yeah, but no, you're not putting no bench player in.
Why?
You gonna put him above Ja Morant?
They winning. This comes to win. Yeah, I would. They're winning.
Like I'm trying to find another forward, and it like the East has more of the forwards that would make it.
I want to put him.
But we're talking about
that's
in
what
the
I'm
West,
saying. Like you go
in the West. I mean, if you have Zion, then the next forward I guess you would put in is Ingram.
You have to.
I mean, and then after that, you're looking at
DeMar
Wiggins.
DeRozan.
DeRozan's a guard.
Right. So
So now you're looking at Andrew Wiggins.
I would put Anthony Edwards since he had a dunk. No,
he's a guard too.
Melo.
No, you ain't putting Melo.
Right.
In.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where you
unless
get
you're gonna
to.
unless you're gonna put Melo in, like do the treatment like they did Dirk.
Yeah. Like wait. Yes, it is. Stop that.
What?
Come on, man. For real.
Who?
Paul George.
Oh yeah, we. Put
I
Paul George.
thought y'all said Paul George
Yeah,
already.
no,
but we did. But I'm saying he go in as a reserve. So so Paul George.
Paul George, man.
Okay,
Come on.
there it is.
Come on. PG.
I agree with that.
Yeah. He balling.
Yeah.
And we hope it going to the playoffs.
Right. This ain't right, but
this ain't about the playoffs.
Right. So yeah. I would put PG then.
PG.
You got to then.
Yeah.
So
PG.
do we agree with that?
Yeah. Go ahead and name them off again.
So we say Donovan Mitchell,
Mm-hmm.
AD, but / Paul George comes in, and then Rudy Gobert, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, and CP3. Y'all agree with the CP3, or do you think Ja Morant? I think CP3.
I'm saying CP3.
I got to go with CP3. They 18 and 10. They
right now they look,
fourth in the
Are they fourth?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but they're climbing up because they done won like
fifth. Yeah, they fifth.
They won like 20 games in a row.
They tied with Portland.
Yeah, they won like what? They won like the last 9 out of 10.
As much as I love Ja, so the last 10 games, I know he had a few good games, but he's been looking like he hurt almost to me. Like he's not like
Right.
like he's not all the way there. So yeah, I
Okay.
can get him that.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's take a quick break. We're going to come back with the Eastern Conference. And that's going to be tough. That's going to be real
that's gonna be way
tough.
more tough than the West.
So we'll be right back.
They got some wings over there.
Yeah. Right.
Have a sports injury? Need to see an orthopedic doctor? Ortho Atlanta is one of Metro Atlanta's largest orthopedic and sports medicine practices, providing orthopedic and sports medicine care for the whole family. With 37 physicians and 14 offices, the practice provides the highest level of care for injury of muscles, joints, bones, and spine. Ortho Atlanta offers convenient access to a full range of musculoskeletal surgeons and specialists. Ortho Atlanta also offers on-site physical therapy, pain management care, MRI imaging, and workers' compensation care. The Ortho Atlanta surgery centers in Austell and Fayetteville provide cost-effective, same-day surgical procedures in an accredited outpatient center. Hip, knee, shoulder, back pain? Ortho Atlanta has you covered with specialists in all areas. Same-day appointments, orthopedic care for the whole family. Ortho Atlanta, Atlanta's choice for orthopedic and sports medicine care. Learn more at www.orthoatlanta.com.
What's up? This is Vince Carter. You're listening to the 3-Point Conversion. Check it out.
All right, we are back inside the 3-point conversion. Sports Lizound. No, you know, Snoop would have said something crazy. Lizound. But anyway.
With my two nephews.
Yo, so the Eastern Conference is here. And so we're going to mention the Eastern Conference starters. So the Eastern Conference starters are KD.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me start with the guards. You got Kyrie. You have Bradley Beal, KD, Giannis, and Embiid.
Bradley Beal goes from not even making it.
Yeah, he should have been making it.
He should have been there last year.
So, do you have a problem with it?
Mm-mm.
I do.
With what?
Kyrie shouldn't be starting.
Are you crazy?
James Harden should be starting over Kyrie.
Why?
Because James Harden is, what is he averaging? Is he like 25, and he's leading the league in assists. Kyrie's averaging like 20. What he's averaging? 28, 29, 27, and what? Maybe 6 assists.
He's not a point guard.
Well, now
that's why he shouldn't be in there.
But that's one of the things I said when he first came. I said Kai's not the point guard. James Harden is the point guard.
But to me, if you got Bradley Beal, what Harden is doing,
that's not what it's not. Would you please tell him what that says? It says backcourt. It doesn't say point guard and shooting guard.
Regardless
it
of the
says
fact,
backcourt.
Regardless of the fact, Harden is playing better than Kyrie. That's all I'm saying.
He's being a better playmaker. As far as scoring,
he's averaging 20.
Man.
Scoring and he's doing scoring and assists. That's what I'm saying. He's doing scoring and assists.
So the players or the media don't think the same.
Kyrie's averaging, I'm just rounding up, 28 and 6 assists, 5 rebounds.
Right.
Harden's averaging 24,
11,
almost 12 assists and 8 rebounds.
Come on, dog. Come on. He should be starting over Kyrie.
So you know what went into this? How many games did James Harden play in the Western Conference?
He been balling.
How many games did he play in the Western? Yes.
Yeah.
He been over here for what, 12 games?
I get that, bro. But we saying who would I? I'm just saying who would I put over? I'm saying I would put Harden. I understand why he didn't get it.
Yeah.
Harden's going to, he's going to be a reserve.
Yeah, he definitely making it.
He played 8 games for Houston.
And what, 20?
And 17 for Brooklyn.
For Brooklyn.
That's how many games
Kyrie played.
Kyrie played.
It is.
So
I mean, if there's an argument, that could be the one argument. But Kai on the team.
No, Kyle's gonna make the All-Star game, but I just think
saw what he did to LeBron.
He gonna make the yeah.
Someone asked, I guess, for the Western Conference segment, consideration for De'Aaron Fox. No.
Well, that's it.
I like De'Aaron though.
No, that's it. No.
So back to the East.
Right.
Yeah, stupid.
So that's always funny where he came out and said something about the All-Star game being played. Like, you're not going to be playing anyway.
Not worried about it.
Right. All right. So
go ahead.
All right. So with the East, anybody else got any? Y'all good with that? Y'all don't think anybody else should be starting this?
No. Oh, I would start Harden over Beal. I know Beal leads the league in scoring. No.
I see the argument.
No.
I can see the argument.
Man.
I can see the argument.
Like
I would do Harden over Beal as opposed to Kyrie.
Like I had reservations about
his team is 5-72.
I had reservations about Trae Young starting last year.
But wait.
But he had the vote.
I don't think Trae should make it this year. We'll get to that.
But wait. You really we get to that. But look, Kyrie got Durant and Harden on his team. He has a super team.
So
Bill had, and then he got Joe.
He got Westbrook.
No, he got
and Bertrand's. How much Bertrand's make? Don't that make him a good player?
20.
He made $23 million.
And how many points? And how many shots he made this year? He made.
Well, the
8.
other day he made he scored 35 the other day and didn't hit 2 points.
That's one game. Man, that team sucks.
They shouldn't have paid him $35 million.
I know, but I'm saying that team sucks. Bill deserves to start. As much as he got blown over, and he's leading the league in scoring.
But they lose in games. Every time he scores 40, they lose.
If Kyrie was on that same team, they'd be losing too. Kyrie has help.
He not though.
But he has help.
He not though.
Bill deserves to start. Y'all bugging.
I think he deserves to be on the All-Star team.
He can be on the team,
I
but
can see the argument with Harden being over Bill.
These were pity votes.
You don't think you could
These are pity votes for Bill.
You don't think that there's an argument where Harden and Kyrie should be in the backcourt?
So real quick, it'd be dope, but no. Then you gonna give them 3 starters on the same team for the East? No.
Yes. Yeah,
no.
It's happened.
You don't think that
who? Talking about the 80s when it was only 8 teams, the 70s was 8 teams in the league.
A couple years ago, Steph Curry,
all of them start. All of them start.
Durant and I don't think Clay
didn't
started.
start. None of them, it was never 3 starters on the team. It's 3 All-Star, 3 players on the on the All-Star team, but not 3 starters. Like, nah, man. Miami never did that, so you can't.
It's not that it's wrong.
This ain't Major League. It can happen. This ain't the California Angels.
It doesn't mean it's not wrong.
It can't happen.
All right,
that don't mean it's wrong for it to happen.
Real quick, before I want to ask you this, G, and before we go into reserves, ask you this, D. Do you like the voting? Because I like it now with the fans, but you gotta remember, let's be real. Y'all talk about Luka, and because of the voting, hold on, players was voting in.
That's what I was going to say.
Zaza Pachulia was
they changed the rules,
but they needed to because Zaza's
going to be a starter.
2 years in a row. 2 years in a row, he got more votes than Tim Duncan and Kawhi. And come on, man, come on.
I can't get with that.
No, and I know it's the fan vote, but it's cool.
All right, so with the reserves, they have.
Come on, let's start with the front court reserves.
Okay, so hold on. Let me. So I'm gonna list my 7 since y'all didn't. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna list my 7 since Here's my 7. I have. Let me just list all of them. Right. I got James Harden, Clint Capella, Sabonis. I know you ain't turn your face when I said Clint Capella.
I definitely did.
You bugging.
Go ahead.
We're going to get into that.
Finish it up.
Clint Capella, Sabonis. You got me thinking about something.
Because I got a name that you missed out. I know you missed out on it because you got 2 big men already.
So Clint Capella, Sabonis, Trae Young, Zach LaVine, Jason Tatum. And I don't care, y'all. I know he should be in this thing, but I'm going with Russ. I'm going to go with Russ. Russell Westbrook.
Man, oh
Give him a
my
stop it.
God.
Can you give him a stop it?
Oh.
Can you please give him a
He
stop
averaging
it?
the same as
I rocks with Russ. I love Russ.
Hey, wait.
I love Russ.
Wait.
Can you give him a stop it?
D,
No,
stop
don't nothing.
He's averaging-
No,
he's
give him a
averaging-
stop
hold
it
on.
before he anything.
D, he's almost
I don't care.
He's averaging the same.
He's
as
averaging the
Luka.
lowest points and the lowest
Stop it.
field goal percentage he's been averaging since 2009 or 10. No,
Stop it.
Yeah,
He's still averaging basically a triple double.
How are you going to give, how many wins they got? They
6,
have
7.
9 wins. You going to give a 9-win team
2 players?
2 players? 2?
Yeah, that's true. So okay, so I'll take Russ. I'm taking Bill off, and I'm gonna leave Russ on there.
How many? How many wins? How many wins the Hawks got?
12.
And he got them 2 players too, right?
Man, everybody in Mama got 12 wins in the NBA.
Everybody do.
Oh, and like nobody from
So you're not gonna put Bam on there?
Oh, Bam. Okay,
they
my
got
bad.
12 wins too.
Yeah, they got 12
But-
wins.
Right. So you ain't gonna put Bam on there? You gonna put
I'm
Clint
like,
on there and not gonna put Bam on
A
there?
12-win team
Clinton
in this
playing better
East,
than
you can
Bam.
get one. You can get one player with 12
you
wins.
get one. Yeah.
You definitely
So-
can't get 2 players with 9.
So here's my. Yeah, but I can't. I ain't on that.
Here's your what?
Here's my reason why I got Clint and Trey, and y'all can tell me. Because I understand what y'all saying. I agree with y'all saying. But here's the thing, Clint got to be on there.
No, he don't.
Dog, are you looking? He's the best. Besides Sabonis, he's the best big man in the East. I mean, besides Sabonis and whatchamacallit.
Who?
And B.
I was gonna say what the.
But I'm saying he's averaging a double. Lately he's been scoring 20. He's been averaging like 6-7 games.
Can
20
he get his own
and
shot?
12. Yes, he's been playing. He's been more aggressive
Do
offensively.
you think he can get his own shot? G?
Have you been watching basketball?
Who?
Clint Capella.
Watch it. He's been doing it now. Coach asked him to be more aggressive.
If
he's been doing it now.
like, within 5
2
feet of
and
the
a half
basket.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what you want him. He's a big man. But anyway, I'm saying he's second or third in blocks. He's top 3 in rebounds. And he's averaging 16 a game. Like he should be. He deserves it, especially with front court. But here's my thing with Trae Young. I know they losing. But like I said, you made me think about having 2 players. But it's in Atlanta. But Trae is averaging.
I think Trey, they got to have somebody.
It's gonna be Trey. It's not gonna
from
be
it.
Clint
Yeah, it's not gonna be
Capella.
But Clint needs to get in.
No, he don't.
So if
This
it
why
wasn't,
I-
if it
I
wasn't
don't-
for
never
their
gonna make no
record-
All-Star.
If it wasn't for their record, if it wasn't for their record, do you think he should get in? You're going by. I understand because they.
If they were 4 for 5, then yeah, they might
we'll
have
put it
to.
like this,
Right.
other players
Okay.
to consider, because these are my 7.
He ain't said Jason Tatum. Did you
I
say
did,
Jason Tatum?
He
said
Did you say
Tatum.
Jaylen Brown?
That's.
I'm putting Jaylen Brown
I'm
in
gonna
there.
put Jalen over Russ because y'all made a. They can't add 2 players because they.
So Philly is the number 1 team in the East, right?
Boston can have 2
Philly
players.
number 1 team in the East, right? And they
I
only
ain't
got
putting Simmons
1
on
player.
there. I ain't putting Simmons on there. No.
How many games?
Tobias then.
No.
You got to put somebody there. They only gonna have 1 player. They the number 1 team in the East.
I won't put Tobias.
Man,
But you gonna put two Washington Wizards on the team.
No, I'm taking him off.
That's him.
I'm taking him off. I said
That ain't me.
I'm putting Jaylen Brown in there.
That's him.
I got Jalen. I'm putting Jalen. I'm saying Jalen. All right, I'll take him off. Y'all right. Look, no, I'm taking Bill off. I'm gonna play Russ. I'm taking Bill.
And to be a buck, you can put Jeremy Grant in the All-Star game.
You
No.
can. Jeremy been
Grant.
balling. He's been balling. Look at his number. He's been
I
balling.
know he's like, but the Pistons have won 8 games.
No, but he just saying.
I'm just saying.
He just saying you can.
Gonna put
if you're gonna put right.
If you're gonna put-
if you're gonna put some of these other people out here.
Should they do this like baseball? Just have you got to have
Everybody
somebody from every
got
team.
everybody on the team.
You got to have somebody from every team.
So chat room, y'all. Y'all tell me what
Jimmy
y'all
got
think,
3
man.
triple doubles in a row.
Yeah, but
Jimmy, I don't think Jimmy's
last-
played enough games.
I don't think so either. That's what I agree
That's
with.
I would
with
put
Jimmy.
Bam, but not Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, did y'all? Who was your 7?
I don't even know because he done messed me up so bad.
Okay, I gave you mine real quick. I had Harden, Julius Randle.
Oh, I forgot Julius. Wait. Let me tell you
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you.
I forgot Julius. Dang, I forgot
Harden,
Julius.
Randle, Jalen
Right.
Brown, Tatum, Bam, Zach LaVine, And I'm caught between putting Trey.
You gotta put Trey.
Got to put Trey because it's in Atlanta, but also I want to have somebody represented from Charlotte. So I will put Hayward. I would consider putting Gordon Hayward in there.
You said why?
Y'all want to put LaMelo Ball in there?
No,
I'm not putting LaMelo Ball in there.
Rookie, man, he just starting.
He balling though, but okay. So look, so all right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
And in this, I know I have nobody from Toronto, nobody from the Pacers.
But okay.
And Toronto is gone.
But
they're gonna make some noise.
Hey, but
maybe the Bucks should have another player.
With Trae Young though, Trae is averaging 28 and 9. I mean, it's not his fault that it's not his fault that everybody named Mama, because I got a call from Travis Slink asking me could I fill in. So y'all can't. Or he said, "Can one of y'all 3-point conversion boys come in?"
Just come in back up Trey.
Yeah, because everybody hurt. Y'all can't blame
just
that.
Catch and shoot.
That's
just
why you
catch
can't blame it on Capella and Trey, and so that's what I'm saying. But Trey has been balling.
Another player not being considered here is Vucevic from Orlando.
Yep. The
He's
East
having
is hard,
a good year.
Yeah,
so I would put in. So I
Did
would
I say Zach LaVine?
Yeah, you
I
said
wrote,
Zach
yeah,
LaVine.
because I wrote him down.
So let me.
He definitely need to be in the.
So I would replace Westbrook with Randall. Definitely, I think Randall definitely plays in. So I'm gonna put Brown. So let me change mine. So I got James Harden, Clint Capella, Sabonis, Trae Young, Zach LaVine, Tatum, and Randall.
Yeah, I got to put Brown and Tatum in there.
Yeah, shout out to Lowe, man. He said Clint balling, but he can't get one of them 7, man.
Who?
Lowe. He called it.
Oh, yeah. Lowe, what up, Lowe?
Hold on, y'all. Mike says he would put in Fred VanVleet over Trae Young.
Stop it. Thank you. Thanks for giving him that. Hey, man. The East is hard, bruh.
Yeah, because man.
So can you call it a snub if one of these players don't? Trey has to get in, but
I'm going to tell y'all Ben Simmons going to be in the All-Star game.
He probably will. I want Clint.
Yeah, I would not put Simmons in.
He's going to be in the All-Star game.
But he'll probably be in.
He's going to be in the All-Star game.
You know who won't get in?
Who?
It's going to be
Jaylen Brown.
Nope. No, Jalen get.
No,
Jalen ain't gonna get in, but it's gonna be Zach LaVine.
No.
It's the same with.
Listen.
You might not want him to. I get it. I don't want him to. I want him to make it, but what's the difference?
He deserves it this year.
But what's the difference between
so you're saying
him
Ben
and
Simmons over LaVine?
No. What's the difference between Bradley Beal and Zach LaVine for all them other years? It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No, Bradley Beal done made it. Last year was the caveat for Bradley Beal.
Last year and 2 years ago, 2 years before that, when he didn't get in the first time, he thought he should have got in. I'm saying, but it's the same thing. I hope he gets in though. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if they put
Zach bought like
he
Zach,
should get in.
and he's expanded his game like.
All right, man, we can talk about this.
Look,
we're gonna talk about it next week because we're gonna find out. But it's gonna be hard to call it a snub because you got so many. East has never been like this. Like to me, they got more prime players than the West.
In the West, yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Before we go real quick because we waiting on asking Dr. Fowler. Yeah, he's calling in. So. I gotta ask you.
It's gonna be nuts down here too, y'all. I know Keisha said that it shouldn't be no parties going on, and all this should not be going on.
But they were smart by they were smart.
There are glossy flyers being printed
already,
as we speak.
Yeah. Already, it's finna be.
But they were
smart
smart
issue
by trying not to by not doing the weekend.
That, but the people that's coming here to visit, they don't care about no weekend.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be.
The game is on a Sunday.
Yeah,
they're gonna be here Friday and Saturday. They're gonna make a weekend out of it anyway.
It's gonna start Thursday night. It's gonna be Thursday night.
James Harden gonna start it.
Yep, at Blue Flame.
Yep. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, that's Thursday night. So Friday night, will he be at Blue Flame again or somewhere else?
No, he probably gonna be at Magic City.
Okay, that's Friday night. And then Saturday,
he probably gonna be at KMD.
Did y'all hear what
and then Sunday after the game,
he probably gonna go back to Magic City.
Because
he definitely gonna be in a strip club the whole weekend.
Did y'all hear what Perk said?
What'd he say?
Perk was like talking about Harden, talking about why they lost. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, he's like, Miami won the first game, but they was in the finals that year. OKC, like, then they won the second. He was like, we was good, but then when we went to Miami, he was like, He was like Harden was Harden
the strip club.
strip club, man.
So I'm gonna need Perk to shut up.
That was on all the.
He
But that was
dry
on.
snitching right now.
No,
But he always
Hey,
try.
but wait.
He be
That was on all the smoke,
"Hey,"
though.
No, I know.
You know
No,
they-
like,
you know
that's
they
cool.
do that. Yeah,
but
they
when
was-
he be
they was laughing.
even when he announced, he'd be like, "KD, my man," and I talk to him.
You know what?
Come on, man. Can you be quiet, dude?
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm kind of rocking with Perk now because Perk is that fan reporter. Perk is that he coming from a fan perspective and he played in the league. So Perk is just
I get that.
But
But
some stuff is like
stop, be quiet. Like, be quiet. You know exactly what he is. He that country dude that you done told and you knew you shouldn't have told, and as soon as you told him, you was like, I shouldn't have told him nothing because I know.
Hold on, wait. Shout out to Rev. Rev from YouTube said Clinton's hooping. Rev think that he should
He
be.
is hooping. He ain't gonna make the
I'm with you,
All-Star
Rev.
game though.
Rev said Levine has nothing.
What? He averaging 28, 5, and 5. His team is a half a game out of the playoffs.
Wow.
How can you not put a 28, 5, and 5, and his team a half a game out of the playoffs? What Trey averaging? What, 29?
Right.
9 and nothing.
27, 9 and 4.
And
Who,
7
Trey?
turnovers?
Talking about
Yes,
Trey?
Trey.
And 7 turnovers?
Shoot,
4
Zach-
turnovers.
You gotta put Trey on. You gotta put
Right,
Trey
I'm saying you put Trey in
But
there,
you
but you
Zach
got
need
it.
to make it.
Zach balling. His team is a half a game out of the playoffs.
Last but not least, shout out to I don't know who
Julius Randle gonna make it.
but
too.
shout out to
He need
whoever
make
this
it.
is that got their name in an Asian. I don't know what I don't want to say it, mess up the language,
Yeah.
but he said Paul Gasol signed with the Barcelona team. So
Paul
today.
Gasol, but he been saying he was gonna do that.
Ain't he 55 years old?
I think he's 72.
And he
Well, it was thought that he was trying to play for the Lakers so he can play with his brother, but Marcus all ain't playing that much either. So.
They definitely
Sure,
they ain't gonna play together though.
Martin better tell him to chill before they. It's like, you know what? We'll take Paul. Mark, you go play with Barcelona. The way he playing. But all right, y'all, we're gonna take a quick break, man. We're gonna have Ask a Doc on here. Dr. Fowler coming in with these injury reports. Keep it locked.
Kids follow your lead. Help them stay healthy. Wash your hands. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. And cover coughs and sneezes. Clean and disinfect the objects you touch often, like your phone, the remote, and doorknobs. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. And if you're the one who's sick, stay home. This station is part of the Beasley Best Community of Caring, and we care about your family. For more info, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19.
Yo, you know what it is, your boy Snow, man. 3 points, baby, you know what it is, conversion, let's get it.
All right, we are back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. Again, shout out to everyone, man, who's listening live, watching live. My guys on the Facebook chat room, the guys in the YouTube channel, people watching on the 3pointconversion.com, and whoever is listening. All right, so we have family in. Don't punch me in the lip, Doc, but first I got to say congratulations. First of all, man, he just had a birthday, y'all. Dr. Fowler.
Happy belated.
Birthday. Happy belated. Then, yeah, I think he's a good dude, so I ain't got to do that. So he he just got married. I mean, he just got engaged. You know, some people might not want you to say, well, yo, chill. But that ain't Dr. Fowler. Dr. Fowler got engaged last week.
Yeah, bro, don't talk about it.
Yo, chill with that. But no, congrats, Doc, on your engagement, man. Congrats.
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
we've
finally had to grow up, I guess, a little bit.
And we've seen it happen. That's beautiful.
Right,
like we've seen the whole, beginning to Yeah. Hey, we got to get our invite.
Funny.
We're actually out looking around at wedding venues as we speak, so the real fun begins.
Oh, right. Exactly.
Okay, well, at least you say that. That's cool. I was about to say, no, this cat gone. But no, the fact that you said that, I'm with you because I'm with you. But anyway, man, hopefully everything is good and safe and you're safe and healthy.
Thank you.
So, speaking of health.
Congratulations, too, bro.
Thank you.
Speaking of health, Trevor, the Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback, I can't say that now, can I?
Not yet. Not for a couple more months.
But no, Trevor Lawrence.
Do we still got a coach at this team? Oh, he is still the coach.
Trevor Lawrence has a labrum injury in his non-throwing shoulder. I'm not going to lie. What is that exactly? And then will his surgery affect him in the preseason with the Jaguars? With the NFL.
Yeah, so the labrum is basically the ring of tissue that goes around the socket of your ball and socket joint in the shoulder. And so a lot of times when athletes dislocate their shoulder, you tear the labrum because it kind of tears it as the ball pops out of the socket. Sometimes you can just get it with repetitive activity and it starts to tear. The good news, as you kind of already said, it's his non-throwing shoulder, so shouldn't be any concern about his mechanics or rehabbing or strengthening or losing any velocity, etc. On his arm. So he just needs to be smart about letting it heal up, and there shouldn't be any long-term ill effects. It sounds like he'll still be on time for training camp with the Jaguars. So just a little bump in the road, but nothing I would get concerned about.
Yeah, it's definitely not gonna knock him out there with number one spot. Even though a lot of people question it. They saying what's the young kid from North Dakota, South?
Yeah.
Trey Lance.
Yeah.
They questioning whether or not Trevor really going be.
That's what. No, go ahead.
Who did this upcoming coach develop as a quarterback?
True, but. Nah, that's go ahead.
Now, KD has missed the last 2 games dealing with hamstring issues. Steve Nash says just waiting for him to show improved strength. How concerning is this, and how long could he be out, and could this be a long-term issue throughout the season?
Yeah, as we kind of, whether football, basketball, we've talked about these soft tissue injuries before, so as long as the short answer is no, I don't think it should be a long-term issue as long as they treat it appropriately short-term, and I think that's what they're doing. I would expect him probably to be out at least another week or so, at least a few more games, because they want to make sure that he has a chance to rest, has a chance to heal, and that he's basically good for the stretch run, second half of the season, playoffs, et cetera, and not have to kind of keep going back and forth with a lingering hamstring issue. So I think it will all be good as long as they're smart about doing what's right here over the next week or two.
All right. And then Anthony Davis has been out with a calf strain and is listed out for another 3.5 weeks. It was 4 weeks, but, this thing was early this week when it came out.
It was 2 at first.
It was 2 at first. Now they're saying 4, which is, like I said, he misses a week. But could this be more serious than they are putting out or putting on?
Yeah, this one I'm going to be honest, I'm a little more worried about. You never like to start hearing about the calf and Achilles kind of area. Certainly we've had some high-name players in the last few years fully tear their Achilles, and that's a pretty devastating injury and long road to come back from. So, the good news, it's not that. They got the MRI, but the fact that there's just still a lot of signal and fluid and inflammation in the muscle and the tendon means they need to be careful, because it could turn into that if they try to rush him back too soon. So it is kind of a big deal. I would expect kind of a full month, like you were saying, to kind of rehab and make sure that he's truly good. Obviously, they're going to be fine as far as a standing standpoint. It's not like making the playoffs are going to be in jeopardy. So there's no need to do anything stupid. So I think it is a big deal, but again, just need to be smart, really give this one, this is a lot different than the hamstring that we were just talking about, really give it the full month so it does not turn into something more major.
Yeah, because I mean, we saw what happened with KD, right? Like literally, that same exact thing. He came back. Well, you don't even want to say too quick because the way we looked at it is like it was eventually going to happen.
Right.
Kind of like that's what the consensus we came to. So Philadelphia Phillies star catcher JT Realmuto, he's out with a broken thumb. There's reports that he still might be able to catch during bullpen sessions. You think he'll miss any significant time with this injury?
Yeah, kind of hopefully not. Short answer. He's one of the bigger name catchers, obviously out there. A lot of people were chasing him in the off season. Phillies managed to lock him down long term. I think biggest contract for a catcher to date. I think $115 million. So he's an important piece of the puzzle. The good news, like you were saying, there's still 6 weeks or so till the beginning of the season. So I don't think he's going to miss any time, again, as long as they manage him right, let them heal. I expect that, yes, he'll be doing some light stuff probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks and be ready once the official baseball season starts.
Well, all right. There you have it. My guy, Dr. Donnie Fowler III, orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta. This is family. We appreciate it, man. Stay safe and healthy. And get ready, bro, because you about to. They're about to go through a whole.
Hey, why you making it?
No. I'm talking about the experience
the
of going,
process
the
of
process of the case and all of that.
You heard Doc.
Fun,
You heard Doc. He was making it sound like this finna be a problem.
No. I'm talking about that.
Get ready,
I'm
because
just saying, and not saying it's gonna be bad or nothing, but I'm just saying when you going look at venues, it's just a lot. You know, you're gonna be going a lot. It's fun actually. I'm not gonna lie. I had you can get to taste the cake and all that good stuff.
You better say you had fun. She listening.
Yeah, I had a good time. So,
yeah, she's next to me. She's listening.
all right.
It's gonna be really, really fun.
Real fun. A whole lot of fun.
All right, man.
Most funnest thing in the world.
All right, Doc. We appreciate it, man. You have
a good one, guys.
All right. So, all right, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Hey folks, just a quick reminder that no matter the time of the day and no matter what day of the week, East Coast, West Coast, all points in between, we are always on. So go to your app store and download the Real 1100 app and listen wherever and whenever.
The real.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And so, guess what, D? It is college football is back, man. Believe it or not. So the spring league. Remember they were talking about they was going to play during the spring, but then you got the FCS and you got.
The ones that didn't play.
I think you got one FBS team. New Mexico State is participating, but what
the football season though?
What would a players gain from this though? I mean, I understand. Like, let me ask you this:
shape to be
since they're not having a combine, do you think this will help? Because now they're going to have their pro days. Players having their pro days, but now with this,
when is the draft?
In April. So, but do you think this helps? G, do you feel like?
Yeah, I think it's gonna help because I mean, you got to realize, right? Like it's 162 rounds in the NFL draft. Like it's literally like how many players go in the NFL draft? It's like it's thousands,
Look,
right?
If players thought they could get drafted from the FCS, they would have opted out by now.
Right.
They would have been preparing for that because that's why with Trey Lance they play one game.
One game. He showed what he can do,
and he's preparing for the draft. And he has 2 years of eligibility remaining. I think even if he hadn't made a decision back in October, he definitely would not have been playing in the spring.
And he going top 15, huh?
Yeah.
And so
they need this.
Now let's mention Deion Sanders. So Jackson State plays Sunday, play their first game.
They brought them food too. Somebody had to bring him food and stuff because of the the storms and everything, like a sheriff's number.
Right, because
So
we were talking about Texas, but in Mississippi and Louisiana,
it's
Tennessee,
they got
it's
snow then. Right.
2021 came in and told 2020 to hold their bill.
Yeah, I don't think everybody having a. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that, but yeah. So you're right. They did do that, but they're supposed to play this weekend. Man, it's not gonna look like spring football with people playing in the cold and snow and all that. But
now it's gonna be 60. It's probably gonna be 60 tomorrow. Like now it's gonna start melting everything.
Do you think Deion know with Coach Deion with Jackson State and with all the recruits, the people that came and transferred to Jackson State? Does it start now with the changing of the culture?
Well, he's also spoke out on that, right? Mm-hmm. He said, "Why should it be one? HBCUs get one bowl,
right?
One bowl." So imagine you said it would change the culture, right? Imagine Deion Sanders, a Hall of Famer, primetime, be everywhere, everybody follow him, all this going on. Speaking out on that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to change the culture.
Then you're going to see more players going.
More players going. And the speaking, the talk is there. It's in the, you know what I mean? Because if you was a regular HBCU coach, ain't nobody listen to you. You can say whatever, but your team can go 12-1. Ain't nobody listening to you.
Unless you coach Grambling or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And you still got to be out there doing something, right? You gotta make some type of national noise.
Right.
But now it's Deion Sanders. And what I could appreciate with him is he's not just saying his team.
No,
he's not just saying just that Jackson State. He's saying the whole conference, everything with HBCUs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reality, right? Why do HBCUs get one bowl?
Yep.
I mean, I guess we know because they HBCU.
Right. But yeah. So, and I think because not just Deion. Deion's a big part, but then, like I said, you got a lot of players that
changing the game
that was with the FBS schools and with Division Ones, and even some was with the five. What you call it?
Power Five.
Yeah, Power Five, and they switched and they went to Jackson State. So I think, and then with Mikey, is it Mikey Williams?
Yeah.
With him saying, and who was the other?
Thon, not
Maker.
Thon Maker, something brother or cousin or something.
So hopefully this is the beginning.
Anytime African got the same last name, we call them brothers, but they is brothers or cousins or something like that.
They're cousins.
No, they cousins. Yeah.
But when we see them say the same last name, what we say? They brothers.
I don't know. But yeah, so that's crazy though, man. But shout out to them, man. Shout out to everyone.
And shout out to Deion for speaking up on it, right?
Right.
And not making it just about him and his program.
Right.
He's speaking up on the whole
shout out.
The whole thing, you know?
All right. So if you hear this music, you already know what it means. It means it is time to let you go. But before we let you go, stay tuned because we have a couple of shout outs and you might be part of it. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the Almighty God for giving me this platform to do what I do, say what I say, to make you all upset, mad, happy, want to give me the stop it button. God, I appreciate it. I thank you for it. Also, I want to thank my guests. Damian Adams for coming on. And also Dr. Fowler. You know, he's not a guest. He's part of the show, but we still thank him anyway because I thank all of y'all mugs. And then I want to thank my my guy, G. What's up, G? What you got to say, bro?
Now's not the time to go to Cancun, whether you're a Texas senator or not.
Touche. Touche.
You believe?
Touche.
It's not the time to do it, but...
And it's also not the time to come back and say the reason I came back because when I got over there, I felt bad. No, the reason you came back was because you was on Twitter and everybody was clowning you and told you that you was bogus for what you was doing.
So we'll talk about that after the show. I'll be controversial outside of it. All right. And then I got to thank my road dog, my partner in crime, D.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for all friends and family always listening and always paying attention to what we're doing. Special happy birthday shout out to Nikki, Kia Evans from Off Congress. Absolutely. Shout out to the Tillman family. There's a funeral going on now out of Tillman, man. rest in peace. Special shout out to my brother from another mother, always holding it down. He tune in all the time and call in and be a part of this 3-point conversion family. We lost his mother. Rest in peace, Lois Johnson. And we love you. We here for you, brother. And all that. 2021, 2020 has been a whole thing. But that's all I got.
Yeah, we ain't worried about 2021. We got to stop thinking like it's gonna be like this because of that. But I hate that this happened, and this show was dedicated to them. So, shout out to my beautiful wife, lovely children, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins. I think I said aunties and uncles, nieces, nephews, grandparents, in-laws. Hey, I want to shout out to Marlon Malcolm, Mike Patton always. Shout out to Rev. Shout out to DJ Raw, Vincent Jackson, Gamer Game, everybody else I miss. I appreciate y'all, Cortland. Appreciate y'all for listening. Hey, love on family. Let family know that you love them while they're still alive. Make sure they can feel the love. Eat good. Be safe. It ain't that many sports out, so watch some basketball. I guess it's a big game tonight with who playing? Lakers and Miami.
Other than that,
be safe, be healthy. Again, same time next week, same time, same show, same sports nonsense. Will you miss me? I'm out. Peace. You just got done listening to the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook accounts at the 3-Point Conversion. And also make sure you check out our website, the3pointconversion.com. Be sure to follow us live and listen every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern.